Hey, what up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC25 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Today, once again, powered by my awesome sponsor over at Elgato. My friends, we are at that time of year where plenty of new games are coming out. If you are an aspiring content creator, you're looking to play FC25, Black Ops 6, all of that sort of stuff, and you're looking to up your content creation tools in your setup, then look no further than down below. There is a link to my Elgato profile page. You can learn more about all of the stuff that I use to help create my content every single day, whether that's on YouTube or on Twitch for streaming, and I couldn't recommend it highly enough. So thank you once again, and let's get stuck in, shall we? If you enjoy on this fine Sunday, hit me with a thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. We're going to start with the Team of the Week pack. These have always notoriously been pretty terrible for me. Why would you change that? You know, that's just a written rule. I'm going to get a terrible Team of the Week pack. I think it's Makoko, which is not the worst, but it's like 81 rated, right? It's nothing special. He does look like he could potentially go into a good Evo or something, though. Let me know. Have we started getting good Evos again? Are they still broken? If so, I missed them. But once I got that little Team of the Week SBC out of the way, it was time to head on into the sweatiest of areas, the most stressful of game modes. Foot champs. Game 1. I matched a good player. When I saw that team, I wasn't initially like, well, I think my team's better. It's all going to come down to, what formation is this player using? Are they better than me? Am I up to it? I haven't played a couple of warm-up games. I'm proper rusty. And he scores first, but I do get an equaliser. With, of course, Sonny with that finesse shot. We're going to see a lot of that this weekend, hopefully, because that is how I am aiming to score that. And finesses with Al Jaber, and also corner kick headers. Well, corner kicks that then get headed in by Van Dijk. That is what I need to use and abuse this weekend, because I can't defend and my opponents are going to score against me. So essentially, I just need to try and outscore them. It's not looking good though, is it? As they say, it's not looking good, Brev, because we are 3-1 down. 8, make that 4-1. Not what I wanted to see in game number 1. And my opponent then decided to basically just like toy with me with, playing around with the possession, and I could barely move anywhere once I had the ball. That was about the biggest chance that I was able to get. And honestly, I really struggled against them. I got grittied right at the end. Yeah, okay, no big deal. But not how I wanted to start the weekend league off. That is for sure. So GG, a 5-2 to go 0-1. Right, well, it can only get better from there, right? Well, actually, it could go completely terrible and we could get another loss. But into the next one, actually, after I went into a game of Rivals thinking it was champs, and then realising, oh wait, this is Rivals. I'm playing against 2 people. So that wasn't great. But into game number 2 we go. And he had a timed loan on Steven Gerrard. So I know that there's Power Shot Plus in that if he gets the opportunity. I need to be careful. But Sonny is able to put me 1-0 up. And then it took until the second half for Yaya to find Son in a great spot there to hit the green time this time. Yeah, both me and my opponent were trying the finesses. So that was... It was going to be one of them games where the goals that go in are not going to look great. I'm green timing a few bits here, though. The header from Van Dijk, I did green time. And then he brought on, unless he started it, I don't think he did. No, he brought on this Schellin, the loan that we all got for the season. The Swedish icon female, and swiftly scored a couple of finesse shots from range with her, and I was like, all right, please don't bottle a 3-0 lead, Tom. That is not what we want to do. And as you can see there, I actually end up doing a little bit of an older corner technique for me, which is play it short and then whip it across. But Rashford was there to head home. Super sub Rashford. So I get a 4-2 victory. So we're on the board. We're off the mark. Whatever you like, whatever term you like to call it, we've got our first win. Then we come up against this. That's a nice team. He's got the red foot champs, Jorginho Rutter. I like that. That card design looks nice. We, of course, put it on Yaya Toure. He put it on with someone with a dynamic image. And I have to say, this was someone that knew how to play the game. I pretty much needed to hit him with one of those tacky finesses because I couldn't break down and get past that defense. It was a little bit similar for this guy as well. Like, we were both defending each other quite well. So it was just a game of finesses, really. I hit one. He got back with Del Piero, who has got finesse shot plus. And then I get the winner with a crazy one from distance with Sonny. But it was a 50-50 game, as you can see right there. He ended up having way more XG. Maybe he did get through once or twice, but my goalkeeper was able to save. But a lot of hit and hopes in that match right there. Resulted in a 2-1 victory for me. So, cool. We're now 2-1. Turned it around, you could say. And let's get into the next game right here. This was not my favourite game of FC, that is for sure. I was a bit nervous when I saw Thuram and Milik up front. That's like quite a big combo of like fairly physical strikers. So I didn't know how that was going to go for me. Ended up going 1-0 down. But we were able to equalise. You know, I just sweated it across there and stuck it in with Pires. But yeah, whenever my opponent got in the box with either Thuram or Milik, it was like they had this aura about them. I couldn't for the life of me seem to actually get near them. He then brought on a couple players. Peter Crouch was one of them. Ended up going 3-1 up against me, and unfortunately, yeah, I couldn't make anything happen until the very last kick of the game, where I just sort of lofted it over the defender's foot and hit an absolute great power shot there with Yaya Toure. It's just a consolation goal at the end of the day, isn't it? But that is going to put me at 2-2. Not the ideal start, considering last week we were 8-2. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not going to happen again anytime soon, because I've sort of forgotten how to play well at this game. My old brain, my old reactions of my fingers, it's not going well. One thing I can do, though, is hit a green finesse, and that is, thank goodness for that, because otherwise I'd just be going 0-15. So we go 1-0 up with Sonny scoring. His son then manages to somehow just get the ball back there. I'm hoping my defender can just outmuscle and clear the ball, but it is what it is. I'm sure that has happened to me plenty of times, so you've just got to sort of accept it, haven't you? And then in the second half, the game got away from me. Don't know what happened with this opponent, but they just turned it up a little bit. They did bring on super sub loan Gareth Bale. Maybe that made a bit of a difference, but as you can see, I'm now 3-1 down. So we've gone from 0-1 to then 2-1, turned it around to now going 2-3, and we score a worldie of a power shot plus there with super sub Darwin Nunez. I only had him on the bench because Rashford got sent off in the game before, so I couldn't use him for the next one. But as you can see there, my opponent scored 3 out of 4 shots. I've got to be doing better there. I'm obviously letting him get into positions where he can then score. So I've got to do better with my defending. I realised Al Jaber, the honeymoon period is over, and he is just not it. All the finesse shots I'm scoring are with Son, so he can stay. But the Saudi striker can go. I made 1,000 coins profit pre-tax, so like a 3,000 coin loss after tax. It's no biggie though. I saw that Son is down to like 275 as I was recording this. By the time you're watching this on Sunday, I'm guessing he's like 200k, something like that, and I'm going to end up losing more than I'll even make from the weekend league. Time to do the next League SBC though. I've done the premium one in the end of yesterday's video, but I decided to do the non-premium one, the mixed leagues or whatever it's called, to see if that would give me anything, because it was slightly easier on the Libertadores side of things. You needed actually quite a lot of Libertadores from one club rather than only one player from each club, making it really, really difficult. So I got that done eventually. And small rare gold players pack, you never know what you're going to get from something like that. And then just to let you know that, yeah, this was once again just before 6 p.m. on Friday. It's a shame. I wanted to maybe get to some... I just had to get ahead on my video for this Brentford trip that I went on Saturday, so sorry about that. But any content from now on will be Trailblazers, so hopefully you're not seeing someone that is now a Trailblazer here, whilst this was when Total Rush was out. But we are not done with our Foot Champs games there. I wanted to open up these packs, and I wanted to get up to 8 games played. So we are currently at 5 games played. I wanted to get 3 more done so that I knew that when I came back for the Sunday stream, which is going on now as we speak, probably. If you want to check it out, the link will be down below in the description. But I wanted to save 7 games, so I didn't have, you know, over half of a weekend league to play. Just 7 games remain. Should be relatively chill, or really stressful, and I end up bottling it and getting a terrible result. But either way, it's content, so you guys will enjoy it. Some people seem to like it more when I bottle, which is not great. It's not... That stresses me out a little bit. But hey, if you guys enjoy it, then I guess we're here for it. Unfortunately, no walkout, nothing crazy from the mixed leagues SBC, the not so great one. We end up getting a James Maddison here, which is an 85. It's all right for fodder, I guess, but and I guess what we've done is turn some lower rated cards into at least an 85 and maybe the odd 84 or something, which is all right, but again, nothing to write home about, is it? No big total rush player for the very end of that promo. So I then, obviously, having sold Al Jaber, have decided that with 10 games to go, I can use my 10-game loans. I've come up against Shellin and I've come up against Bale already in the weekend league, so other people are having this idea. They're both coming into the starting 11, and Pires is out as well. And actually, we can get Neymar in on full chem. The only player that drops 1 chemistry point there is Frankie. I don't see a way around that. We could end up potentially, like, trying out Rijkaard as a centre mid with Yaya and then putting Van der Ven back in centre back. I don't know if that would work. I love Frankie and I think him on 2 chem is going to be just fine. So back into champs then. 3 more games to go in this episode and then we will be at just over the halfway point of the weekend league. I end up again giving the ball away to Jorginho. He needs to be coming on for me a little bit more off the bench because I think he's got a little bit of that luck factor. And when I use him, I do enjoy him. So maybe he needs to even work his way back into the team. After the weekend league, perhaps, once I've used these loans up, Jorginho will probably end up back in the squad. But as you can see here, I ended up getting a 3-1 rage quit. And that felt good because I feel like every game I'm properly struggling with at the moment. So we get a 3-1 quit there. Brings me back to a neutral record of 3-3. What do you reckon's going to happen by the end of this episode? Are we going to turn the record around again and now go 4-3 and then bottle it again? I could see that happening. Not a bad squad from my next opponent. I saw like Haaland and Salah and stuff like that. But I grabbed the ball here and I don't know why I green timed that shot. The only reason I could possibly tell you is that I'm a mega sweat. There's no reason why I need to green time that. It's going to go in the back of the net. But Bale and Shellin actually doing some quite nice work. They both feel very good. As you can imagine, high-rated, expensive icons feel quite good in game. What a shock, eh? Bit disappointed that Salah beats DeMarco in the air, but I don't know how great in the air DeMarco is. So I guess it could happen. And Bale ends up getting a goal here. My opponent's defence was not the greatest in this match. He definitely struggled playing out from the back, and it was just giving me loads of opportunities. So, of course, I need to just take them whilst I can. Don't go for the finesse shot there with Shellin. Actually, just smash it near post. And I noticed a little step from the goalkeeper as if I was going to finesse. So I think I made the right call there. And we end up getting a 4-1 rage quit. So, 2 rage quits in a row there actually turns the record round again. So we're now 4-3. So we've gone 0-1, 2-1, 2-3, 4-3. We've properly kept turning this around. So I guess we need to lose this one. A nice looking squad, not the most insane, but I know there's some very good players there. He played a 4-3-3 number 4, or maybe he could have played a 4-3-1, no, 4-1-2-3, 4-1... 4-2-1-3. Oh my, there's so many numbers nowadays. It was either that or a 4-3-3 attacking, which I think is what this was. Best player I've played so far. Absolutely destroys me here. The quicker we can get out of this one and you know, the less embarrassed I'll be. I end up losing like 5-0. Was curious about quitting. I knew this was going to be the last game of the episode, so I thought, well, what's the point in just quitting? I don't know if it's going to affect my elo or anything like that. So I just played it out, see if we can learn anything. Right towards the end of the game there, I kind of kept him a little bit more quiet, but I certainly couldn't make anything happen. Genuinely just a much better player than me. You know, when you look at it sometimes and you're like, wow, there are some people who are just genuinely so much better at me at this game. That right there was one of them. Even with my super squad with loans in it, I could not make a single thing happen against that opponent. GG. I got demolished 5-0. So we're 4-4. I don't know what to make of that. We are slightly over the halfway hump of the weekend league. 7 games to go. Will I be able to reach the heights of 7, 8, 9, 10 wins this weekend? I can only lose 1 if I want to get 10. 8 is the target, but I'd need to go 4-3 for that. I'd need to match what I did in the first 7 games, which surely I can do. I hope so anyway. Find out either live on Twitch right now or come and see the episode tomorrow. I look forward to entertaining you with my rage. My friends, we've reached the end of the episode today. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please hit me with a little thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. Subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Cheers. And don't forget that you can follow me on socials. All the links are down below. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.